Hello, Bailey Shea here. Welcome to my channel. I'm so glad you're here. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you enjoy my content, you subscribe, click the notification bell. That way when I upload, you will know. And don't forget to share my video with coworkers, friends, family, random people on the internet who you're having a disagreement with. You can't own them with your own words, and send them one of my videos. I'll do it for you. I'll be happy to do that. But be wary of the censorship police, the cancel culture out there. Be wary of that. But at the same time, don't be afraid. Be aware but not afraid. That is a thin line to walk. And it's a very hard thing to do. Trust me on that. I do it all the time. All the time. This is my first ever video of this commentary video series called No BS with Bailey Shea. A lot of people say that I tell it like it is, and I'm very honest, and I definitely aim for that. I strive to be that way in my videos, yet still be relatively, loving about it, which is a hard thing to do. That's another hard line to walk. I try my best to do that every single day of my life. So therefore, it's going to be no BS right here. I'm going to be talking about social and political stuff. So if you want to listen to this series, you'll definitely enjoy it. My first video of that, it's going to be talking about the 11-year-old boy that jumped out of a school bus because he was being bullied. He had the crap beat out of him by a bunch of kids on the bus. And it had been happening for quite a while. Till one day he got fed up with it and he felt he was in danger somehow. And the only way he could escape was through the bus window. And according to the Daily Mail, an 11-year-old boy jumped from a school bus, landed on top of a pickup truck, and was thrown onto the highway after he tried to escape bullies in Walton County, Georgia. The middle school student was left with a broken elbow and a concussion after making the daring leap onto the moving pickup after the bus stopped in a left turn lane around 2:30 p.m. on Wednesday. Wow. That happened earlier this month, I believe. His article is dated May 10th, so it's around that time that this happened. When I first heard it, when it first came out, I was very, very shocked and bothered by it. But then again, it's nothing new. The bullying has been going on for many years, actually, but it's gotten worse in the past few years due to many things. Social media being one of them. Of course, new schools don't really do much about bullying in the first place, so they have a part to play in it. But I tell you what is ultimately at fault, and no one will talk about this. Parents who refuse to discipline their child, who'd rather be their kid's friend than their actual parent, want to be the cool parent. Nothing is worth being, no amount of popularity or anything is worth your child or another child suffering in the long run. And I don't have any kids myself, but this is one of the reasons why I'm kind of glad I don't have kids, because I would be dealing with this probably if I had kids. I would be dealing with peer pressure, not only for them, but for me, to be that kind of parent. I'm not going to be that kind of parent. I do not care what everyone else does. I'm going to do what I believe is best for my child. If I did have a kid, which I don't. My hypothetical child. And this goes beyond more than just whether or not to vaccinate, whether more screen time, etc., etc. This is a more important issue that I think needs to be discussed. Is the fact that parents need to step up and be an actual parent. Set a good example for your child. Set a very good example for them. I see so many parents that are at least in their 20s, 30s, 40s, and even grandparents. Even old enough to be grandparents anyway. who participate in online bullying. Don't believe me? Go to any Facebook comment section or Twitter comment section. You'll see it. Especially Facebook. They're notorious for that. I was bullied by so-called parents. And it makes me sad because their child sees this kind of behavior. They see this and they're going to think it's normal to act in this way. How can children grow up to be functional adults who do well in society, work hard, etc., pay taxes, when their parents aren't doing that? Treat other people with respect when their parents aren't doing that. This goes beyond what you say. Children watch what you do. They pay attention to what you do more so than what you say. Trust me on that. And kids know a lot more than you think they do. Trust me on that. So you have to be extra vigilant in how you act. Not only around your kids, but even when you think your kids aren't watching you, they might be. Especially on social media. So teach your kids right from wrong. I hear a lot of parents say, "Oh, other people can't discipline my kid. I'm the only one that can discipline my kid." But if you discipline your kid, no one else will need to do it for you. And if you're not around for whatever reason and the school or your babysitter or what have you disciplines your child, you should be thankful for them. Growing up, people actually were parents to their kids. There were a few people who were out there who thought their kid could do nothing wrong, but for the most part, parents are parents. They did their job correctly. And it's like the parents work together. See, I grew up in a small town. Parents knew each other and would communicate with one another. So if I did something wrong and I didn't tell my parents right then, they didn't know right then, they were going to know eventually and I'd be in big trouble. My parents weren't abusive, but they knew how to be parents. They knew how to treat other people. That's one thing they taught me. Treat your waitress, cashier with respect. Treat the janitor with respect. Treat CEO with respect. Everyone in between with respect. And do not engage in high school petty drama. I see a lot of that on social media now too. A lot of so-called parents, mostly mothers to be honest with you. You don't really see a lot of fathers do this, at least I haven't, but I see mostly mothers doing this. Women attacking other women, attacking other people in general. And I don't doubt guys do it too, because they probably do, but just in my experience, it's been mostly mothers attacking other women. And kids are going to see that and think that's normal behavior, when it's not. And kids, even in real life, witness things like this. Witness their parents being rude and nasty to people who work in the service industry. Witness their parents even fighting other people. Yeah. Yep. That being said, I'll see you next video.